Hello. Good evening. Hello. Well, we are live for our first night of 21 Day Reset. How excited am I? I am so excited. So excited. I think I need to welcome everyone as we wait for everybody to come on. I'm just going to turn on my light. Get going on here. There we go. Is that a little bit better? We will get better as we go on. Hello, everybody. Let's see if I can get a better light filter here happening. Oh man, this is always the first night is always fun to see how it launches on. So I just want to wait for everybody to come on. It's the first night of 21 Day Reset. We have so many great things to talk about starting tonight, and I'm excited to get going on. So we'll just wait as everybody pops in. We'll just welcome. See where we can get started on. I know Val is out there. Hopefully she's finding it. Here we are. Make sure we're in the right place. Let me know you're here watching so I can start chatting with you. I'm going to say hello. I'm here. I did have a schedule. I had a schedule post. But I got a little nervous because I didn't know how it would start. So I'm going to have to practice that a little bit more. I'm not so techie. So doing this on my own, doing a live 21 Day Reset on my own it's going to be really fun. But we'll get through the trenches of it all. But I'm a coach and I'm a mentor and I'm a trainer, but I am not a tech. I'm not a technician, but yeah, we'll keep working at it and get better as we are here. So I'm going to put hello. I'm live. Who is out here? Who is out here tonight? I'm excited for whoever is out there tonight. I'm just going to pull up my notes as we get started. Talk to me. Help me to feel comfortable. Good evening. Yeah, it's so good to get started on this 21 Day Reset. I do one every year, usually in January, but this year we're starting in February because I was in China for a couple of weeks in January, and so I couldn't start my reset in January because I was eating lots of food and meeting with lots of people, and it was a lot of fun doing that. But I, wanted to get back here in time, to get started on this reset. The reset is so powerful because it takes 25 days to create a new habit. Or maybe 21 days it creates a new habit. And that's what we're going for with the reset, is that we are going to get clarity in these next 21 days. If you are out there and you're looking forward to getting some clarity on what it is that you want, who it is that you're going to serve, and why am I doing this, or who do I want to impact, or I just want to impact myself and just get some clarity for my own life, that is the best place to start. If we want to serve others, we have to get clarity and direction for our own lives. So if you're out there and joining me tonight, or you're on replay and you're joining me on this 21 Day Reset, go ahead and put in the chat that you are looking for clarity. So post clarity, friends. If you're looking forward to getting some clarity over these next 21 days, it'll be so great to follow along with each other in the clarity that we're getting and taking massive action. Tom, I was on a 3-day impactful summit, Rise Summit with Tony Robbins. And he said, in order to get transformation, you have to take massive action. And so these 21 Day Reset is all about taking action. And if you haven't yet, you want to download my free workbook, and you'll say, wow, it's just the lines of the same thing over and over again. And that's exactly it. This is your commitment workbook. I'm going to have lots of things for you to download and take part in, giving you little bits of homework every day just to help you to take massive action and get really clear and stick to your commitments. So this one here, the workbook, is for your commitments. Every day, I want you to take 2 minutes for yourself and write down what you're going to commit to as a CEO. I call it the CEO reset. And the reason I'm calling it a CEO reset, you may think I'm not a CEO, but you certainly are a CEO. You're a CEO of your family, of your relationships, of your career, your business. Maybe you're a leader in an organization. You're a leader in the community. You're leading someone. And, what I've had to learn for my own self is that I've been in real estate for 20 years. And I always say, Jesus, you're my CEO. God, you're my CEO. You are the director. And I give that to him because he really is. I'm a woman of faith. And whether you are or you aren't, you're welcome in my space. So I just want to give you that disclaimer right now, is that I'm not going to preach at you. I'm not a preacher. I'm going to share from my authentic self. So when I'm sharing about my authentic self, it's going to entail God. It's going to entail my faith. It's going to entail those things, only so that I can share from a place of authenticity. Good evening, good evening, good evening. So that's my disclaimer out there, is that I am a person of faith, but whether you believe in whatever you believe in, you are welcome into my room and at my table and in my space. So I hope that you'll run with me over the next 21 days. This is about clarity. It's about clarity and vision and desire that we're going to go after. And every week we're going to focus on something different. So this week, starting day 1, tonight, February 1st, 8 p.m., we're starting our week on clarity. And I'm really excited about tonight's message, because it's on values. And values are the foundation to everything that we do, that we live from our place of values. And I was really excited about it because I was looking over my TikToks, and welcome everybody. Welcome. I was going through my TikToks and I was scrolling through, and I saw a post from Oprah Winfrey today. And wouldn't you know, she was getting out of her car, and I think she was going into a hotel or something. And so somebody stopped, to get an interview from her, not an interview, get signatures from her. And she stops graciously, and the guy took full advantage to ask some questions from her. And, one of the questions was, and I'm not going to get political here, so don't worry, but one of the questions that he asked her was, what do you think, is going to happen with US? Where do you think we're at, as a country? And this is what she said. And I was so excited about that. She says, you know what? I think that we are at a time that everyone in the United States, everyone in our country needs to get back to their values, of who they are and why do they do what they do. And I was like, perfect timing. I'm going to take that as a message from God, that I am in the right time at the right place, bringing the right message about sharing about values, because it really is. It is the foundation of everything. So I'm excited to get on this journey together about clarity and talking tonight about our values. It's an exciting journey. And I just want to say, before we dive in, that I'm so grateful that you're here. I'm so grateful that you're here. It's an honor that you're taking some time to spend with me tonight. And I really cherish the time that you're giving me tonight. So thank you so much. Having you here is a real gift. And before we go in, you may not know much about me or my background, so I just wanted to share a little bit. You're going to get to know me a lot deeper as the 21 days continue, and you're going to stick with me for 21 days, right? Whether you can make it on 8 p.m. every night or not, watch the replay. These are short. These are sweet. I'm going to keep them short so that you have more time to dive in for yourself and get your clarity for yourself. So just a little bit about me is I'm married to the most amazing man to me, Mike Simon. And I married this man when I was 19 years old. By 26, we had 3 beautiful children. And then, our oldest graduated high school, our middle finished elementary, and our youngest started grade 7. And we thought freedom was just ahead. We're like, oh, these kids are, we're out of the race of childhood and running around, and, things are shifting, and freedom is in the distance, the changing of the seasons ahead. But life had more lessons for Mike and I, and blessed us with a 4th child. So now we have, now 3 are adults, 2 are married, and we're grandparents. We're grandparents to 2 beautiful boys who we love and adore so much. Hi, boys. Hi, Houston. Hi, Oakley. They're in Florida right now, enjoying a wonderful vacation. And we have one more on the way. We have a sweet baby girl that we are looking forward to meeting in the next couple of weeks. So life is getting so much fun. And we walked through many seasons together. And here's what I learned. I want you to lean in for a minute with me, will ya? Just put your ear into me for a minute, because this is what I learned. Every season matters. How we choose to see them, how we choose to see the seasons, whether as setbacks or classrooms, changes everything. How we see the seasons in our life, if we see them as setbacks or classrooms, changes everything. When Mike and I married young, we hit challenges fast, right? You get like 19 years old, of course, we hit challenges fast, right? We didn't know how to manage emotions or handle conflict very well at all. But by God's grace, we grew, we healed, and we learned. Praise God. Today, after 32 years of marriage, our marriage is still beautiful, still fun, and still evolving, which is so great and so awesome. And I celebrate that. Life is a gift, friends, every single day as we have breath in our lungs. We have breath in our lungs. We have life. We have opportunities. We have these seasons that are so wonderful. And about 11 years ago, personal development changed everything for me. Suddenly I understood myself, Mike, and our kids in a way that I hadn't before. I learned about personality styles, communication, and why we all respond differently. When I started this, I remember coming home from a John Maxwell mastermind. I was fired up. I was so excited. I never thought it could be so much fun to go to a John Maxwell mastermind about personal development. But I was like really jacked out about it. So I'd come home and I was so excited to share with my family about, this new awareness that I had, come to know and to discover about myself, only to find my family wasn't quite on the same page as my excitement. And that taught me something vital. This is another key for you. This journey, it's personal. It's personal for you and it's personal for me. And as you start this 21-day reset, I want you to know that too. You might feel excited or maybe alone in your growth. I don't know where you are in your personal growth journey. If you want to put in the chat there, let's talk about growth. Let's type in growth. Let's growth. What's growth? Or let's grow or grow. Let me know that you're there, that there's life in there, that you're listening, that you're engaged. It's going to make it so much more fun if I know that there is a participating audience out there right now. So if you can type in growth, and maybe those around you don't get what's stirring inside of you. But here, you're not alone. This community, as we get to, participate every night together, and you know what, I'm going to pull you into the room. I'm going to create a room and get you on the inside if that's something that would help you to be a little bit more accountable and showing up a little bit better for yourself. Then I'll do that. I'll do whatever I can to bring you into this time of 21-day reset, you becoming your CEO, getting clarity and drive and taking massive action for transformation for your life. I want to welcome your awareness and your excitement. Community is one of my core values, and that's why we start here with values tonight. Values they're not just words on a list. They're the invisible compass guiding your choices every day. They are the foundation of your life. They're the compass, they're the driver. For example, if freedom is a core value, and it is one of mine, but if it's one for you, you might find yourself saying no to opportunities that feel like cages. You're like, don't put me in a box. If it sounds like too restrictive, you're not going to be interested. Even if it looks good on paper, it sounds good. If you get like a sense that it's going to box you in, you're not going to take it, because you value that principle of freedom. Or if connection is a value, you might prioritize time with loved ones over extra work hours, even when the pressure is high. We're going to get into that tomorrow about how values work for you and against you. But your values, they live beneath your yes and your no. They shape your boundaries, your reactions, and what you simply won't compromise on. And here's the thing, when you're not aligned with your values, you feel it. That off feeling, or frustrated, or even burnout. Are anybody feeling any of those things? Are you feeling frustrated? Are you feeling a little off? Are you feeling tired? Are you feeling a little burnt out? Guess what? It's your value. It's your values trying to tell you something really important. If you've ever felt off or out of alignment, type yes. Give me a yes. Have you ever felt that way? Type in yes. We all have. I certainly have. And at the New Doors Mentorship, we live by 5 core values: faith, love, freedom, connection, and community. These are the root system of my life. And your values are the root system of your life. They shape your decisions and who you feel safe growing with. So I hope that you feel safe growing here with me. Feel safe growing together. Align with people who share your values, because iron sharpens iron. And, in this group, we're going to have different values, but we support and respect everyone. And it's important for you to define what your values are. Tomorrow, we're going to go deeper into how your values can either work for you or against you. And why this exercise you're about to do is so powerful. To get started, I'm sharing value table tonight. There's in the post there, my last one that I had set up, my schedule post that I kind of chickened out on because I didn't know if it was going to go live properly or not, because I think I had something set in there that I couldn't. So I had the values table all set up there for you, but don't worry. I will put it in as soon as I'm done tonight. I will put the values table in the link on the dashboard that you can download, that you're going to need for doing this values exercise. And it's because it's something that I usually only give my clients when they begin their journey with me, when they're working with me. But here it's yours free. So please use it. It's a great tool. It's what I do with everyone that I work with, because I'm giving it to you because I want you to have every tool you need to get clear and stay aligned with what we're doing here. You're going to see something come alive in you. You're going to see something really take place that's going to get you motivated. It's going to get you focused. It's going to get you disciplined. It's going to get you driven. It's going to let you, want to hunger for doing the hard thing, because you know that it's going to align with your values. And when you're aligned with your values, you're in with purpose. And we're gonna get to purpose too. We're gonna get to everything that you need to really accelerate your life for 2026. Are you ready? Are you ready to accelerate? Are you ready to go after? Are you ready to really get a definition for why you're doing what you're doing, who you're doing it for, and why does it matter? So here's your tool for tonight. Take your time. I want you to write down your top 10 values. These are going to be short. It's 8:20. I put in too much talk already. So I'm going to go through the last bit really quickly here. But write down your top 10 values and then narrow it down to 5 and then to 3. So you have to go to the link when I finish and download the values. So you're going to mark off 10 values, and then you're going to narrow it down to another 5, and then you're going to narrow it down to 3. Take your time doing this. It actually took me a few months to get down to what my values are. My values are faith, love, and freedom. But for every value that you narrow down to, I want you to ask yourself this. Why does this matter to me? Why does this value? Why did I choose this value? Why does this matter to me? And it should not only hit here, it should hit here. You should feel something happen to your body. You should hear something, inside or outside of your head that confirms that value. Like it moves you. A value moves you. Why does it matter to me? Where did I learn it? And what does it cost me when I betray it? One of the things that we're going to learn about purpose, about clarity and about our beliefs, what drives our behavior. Our beliefs drive our behavior, and our values really drives our belief. And the most important thing with personal development and growth is being able to ask ourselves why, really challenge ourselves. Why do we believe that? Do we believe that? Is that even true? Is that really aligned with that value, and why? So here we are tonight, already opening our awareness just a little bit of asking, why does this matter to me? Where did I learn it? And what does it cost me when I betray it? Drop one value that matters deeply to you. I want to know what matters to you. I want to know what your values are. So if you know right away, if you have a value that means something to you, drop one value that matters deeply to you. I shared with you faith, love, and freedom. Those are my top three values. And I'll share tomorrow night how they work against me. Got some funny stories to share about that. Before we close tonight, I want to give you a simple anchor to embody your commitment to living your values. And I'm going to teach you some NLP tools, some systems that I use in order to shift my state, to shift me into place when I'm taking on a new task, or when I'm putting myself into a new habit, or I'm wanting to, put some extra drive into my commitments. I'm gonna give you some really great tools that are going to be really helpful and incredibly effective. When I am doing NLP with my clients, the results that they get, they're like, I've been going to a counselor for how many months, and you shifted me within 15 minutes. And a lot of the times they don't even recognize the shift right away because they haven't lived it out. And so then days go on and they realize that something completely changed in their life. And they're like, wow, what did you do? How did we do that together? So I'm really excited to share some of these things that are going to change your life dramatically in a very short period of time. So you're going to want to show up every single day if you want transformation. Drop in the chat, transform me. Grace, I want transformation. Drop in the chat, transformation. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to give you a simple anchor. If you're able, please, please just sit up in your chair. I want you to create a strong stance in your chair. Or if you want to stand up, go ahead. Please stand up. But put your feet on the floor, flat on the floor, shoulders back, chest open. So you're in a confident sitting position or standing position, and take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, quietly say to yourself, I'm aligned with what matters most. Let's try that. I'm going to do that right now because that feels really good to me. I'm going to put my hand on my chest and I'm going to breathe in. I'm going to feel the air build in my stomach. As I breathe out, I'm aligned with what matters most. Just quietly say that to yourself. Let's try that again. That feels really good. Breathe in. I'm aligned with what matters most. Take a good breath out. That feels so good. So that's what we do is we just anchor that truth. Feel that truth in your body, your posture, your breath, your voice, all working together to lock this in. And that's when we're anchoring something is with our values and with who we are and why we're doing what we're doing. It's a powerful reminder. You can return to that feeling, to that acknowledgement anytime you feel off track or disconnected. When we anchor something powerful like that, you can just return to it. I'm aligned to what matters most. I'm aligned with what matters most. Practice this whenever you need to reconnect with your clarity and purpose. That's just one anchor that we're going to learn many more as we go over these 21 days. I'm excited. I'm excited to share the tools and the rituals. So stay aligned. Stay with me. Let's run this course, not just mentally, but emotionally and physically. Alignment isn't just mindset, it's rhythm. So type curious, type in I'm curious if you want to learn more as we go. I hope you are. Take action, get your workbook out, make a commitment. What do you want to commit to? I'm going to commit to writing out the values tonight. I'm going to take that exercise and get clear, get a new awareness for myself and find out what my values are, because you know what? They may not be exactly what you think they are. So just simply write it out. My top 3 values might be, not with perfection, just honesty. That's where clarity begins. And I want you to come back tomorrow and again, same place, same time, 8:00 sharp, because we're going deeper. We'll explore how your values can either work for you or against you and why this exercise is so powerful. I can't wait to see you there. Have a wonderful night. I'm about to jump off because faith, love, and freedom. I'm going to go and spend some time with my daughter, watch an episode of our favorite show, and get ready for my nighttime routine, which I will share that as well with you. Have a great night. Be blessed, be whole, be awesome, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining in. That was fun.